Today's lesson is lesson 109, Simplifying Fractions Using the Greatest Common Factor. We have been learning how to find the greatest common factor of a pair of numbers. We can use this to help us simplify fractions. First, let's find the greatest common factor of 16 and 24. So to find the factors, I always think, well, the first factor is always the number 1, and the last factor is always the number that's given. So in this case, it's 16. Okay. Then I think, can 2 go into 16? Yes, it can. Can 3? No, 3 can't go into 16. But 4 can. And 2 goes into it 8 times. And 4 happens to go into it 4 times. I don't have to write the number 4 twice, but you can if you would like. Okay, so for the number 24, we have 1 and 24. Okay, and I think, okay, so 2 can go into it. 2 goes into 24 12 times. Okay, 3 can go into it. 3 goes into it 8 times. 4 can go into 24, and that goes into it 6 times. Okay, so let's circle the greatest common factor. So if I look, the greatest common factor of 16 and 24 is the number 8. It's the biggest number that goes into both of those. So if I have the fraction 16 over 24, I can use that greatest common factor to simplify it. And to do that, I'm going to divide the numerator and the denominator by that common factor, 8. Okay. So 16 divided by 8 is 2, and 24 divided by 8 is 3. 2/3 is equal to 16 over 24, but in its simplest form. And we know that 2/3 is in its simplest form because there's no number I can divide both the numerator and denominator by that is the same. Alright, so if we have the fraction 6/8, I have the factors listed here for 6. Let's quickly list the factors of 8. So it's going to be 1 and 8 and 2 and 4. So the greatest common factor of 6 and 8 is the number 2. So I'm going to divide both the numerator and the denominator by the number 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3, and 8 divided by 2 is 4. And this is the simplest form because there's no number that can go into both 3 and 4 to make it smaller. Okay, now we'll do 12/8. First, we find the factors of 12, 1 and 12, 2 and 6, and 3 and 4. And the factors of 18, 1 and 18, 2 and 9, and 3 and 6. Okay, so the greatest common factor here is the number 6. 12 divided by, and then we divide the numerator and denominator by 6. 12 divided by 6 is 2. 18 divided by 6 is 3. So 2/3 is my simplest form. Okay, and that's it for this lesson. Good luck on your homework.